Good afternoon, everyone. Today in Modern World News, we are talking about chemistry. My name is Garza, and I'm going to start with our first theme, contributions of chemistry in medicine. Everything in medicine involves chemistry. Why? Well, first of all our medications, vaccines, treatments, blood tests, etc. are made chemically. Second, there are many branches of medicine that involve chemistry, like biochemistry, pharmacology, histology, physiology, etc. Third, chemistry helps us know what chemicals are good or bad for us. For example, calcium, that we need it for our bones, or proteins, which we can get from meat. Talking about food, my next colleague, Angel, is going to be talking about the applications of chemistry in food.
Hi, Angel Garza here. I'm gonna talk to you about the relation between the chemistry and the food. Let's begin. The food actually has a great amount of chemical substance. The purpose of this substance are make food bigger, make that food don't rot so quickly, make the food have good texture, and it be cheaper. Well, that's the good side, but we also have a bad side of this. Like, the food loses flavor, the food doesn't have the same amount of nutrients, it contains dangerous hormones for the human body. Well, those are the good and bad stuff you should know. The question is, do you prefer organic or chemical modified food? It's your choice.
Well, thanks, Angel. Now next is Mr. David, which will talk about chemistry in warfare.
Chemistry can be found in many places, and in this case, chemistry is used as a weapon. And this involves the toxic property of chemical substances. This can be considered a weapon of mass destruction. In history, many people have used chemicals as a weapon. The French were the first people to use chemicals in the First World War I. Examples of chemical weapons can be two gases, fluoracids, fluoroacetic, or bromacetics, such as botulinum toxin, resin, and any other chemical can be considered as a chemical weapon regardless of its origin. Other example of chemistry used as a weapon is the concentration camps by the Nazis that involved joining many people on a room and applying deadly gases.
Now, Mr. Javier will talk about the global warming, and my colleague Lisette will name 3 solutions that might help decrease the melting of the poles.
Global warming. Climate change is the single biggest environmental and humanitarian crisis of our time. The Earth's atmosphere is overloaded with heat-trapping carbon dioxide, which threatens with large-scale disruptions in climate with disastrous consequences. We must act now to support the adoption of cleaner energy sources and home abroad.
Okay, now let's talk about some different solutions that can help us with this problem. Solution number 1. Okay, we all know about this one. It's the 3 R's rule. Recycle, reduce, and reuse. How we can do this? We all know it. We can tag the trash cans to know where to deposit each thing. Or we can just separate our trash. And if you're worried about the reduce and reuse, you can do many DIYs with your family, with your friends. You're gonna have fun and you're gonna be taking care of the environment. Think about it. Solution number 2. This is a whole new concept, but people love it. We're talking about the eco-highway. It's public transport that has its own track. Cheaper, faster, and less use of gasoline. Therefore, it's eco-friendly. Solution number 3. We all know about this one. the use of solar panels. There are some countries that start using it. In Mexico, you can find a lot of street lights that has in the top a solar panel. Therefore, the light at those street lights are charged with solar energy. Don't forget about it. Solution number 4. Motivated people. Solutions are not going to work if you don't put yourself. You gotta be motivated to start taking care of the environment. If you don't care about it, these solutions are not going to work. We need motivated people. Thank you.
Thanks, Liz. Last, we will have Mr. Rubén with a brief conclusion.
Chemistry is the study of matter and the changes that material substances undergo. Of all the scientific disciplines, it is perhaps the most extensively connected to other fields of study. Geologists who want to locate new mineral or oil deposits use chemical techniques to analyze and identify rock samples. Oceanographers use chemistry to track ocean currents, determine the flux of nutrients into the sea, and measure the rate of exchange of nutrients between ocean layers. Engineers consider the relationships between the structure and the properties of substances when they specify materials for various uses. Physics take advantage of the properties of substances to detect new subatomic particles. Astronomers use chemical signatures to determine the age and the distance of stars, and thus answer questions about how stars form and how old the universe is. The entire subject of environmental science depends on chemistry to explain the origin and impact of phenomena such as air pollution, ozone layer depletion, and global warming.
Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's session. See you next time on Modern World News.